Mr. Bill. Here
How
we
you
are, man.
doing, man?
I got, I got us involved in something else here, man. I got another topic for you.
Oh no.
We're gonna, we're gonna step into something that they call body augmentation.
Oh, okay. That's where everybody they kind of fuck themselves up to think they're special because now they got a horn in the top of their fucking skull and shit where nobody else does.
Well, it's just the way the world has become. Now you have the opportunity, and you can open the front door, and this guy right here will be picking up your daughter. You know,
That motherfucker ain't picking up my daughter.
and and to be politically correct, we've got to be polite to this young man.
No, we don't. Fuck him, man. He looks like some shit that the fucking Ubangi tribe would say. No, man, you are too fucking far for us, man. You got to start own tribe and shit. You're too fucked up even for the Ubangi tribe.
Then you got on the other side, man. You got your son who
That
brings
shit.
home this. The son that
Could
brings
drive a
home
fucking bus through his earlobes, man.
your son brings home this young lady. You know,
That bitch ain't coming home. If I had a son, no, no. That bitch ain't coming home, man. That's just flat out fucked up, you know? And the sad part is, I bet those teeth are really her fucking teeth and she had
they,
them filed down.
they had him filed down or something. Look at
It
this
had
young.
shit at. He's the fucking best looking of the three and he still looks fucked up.
It's true, man. And the bad thing is, some of these people might have been attractive. Now, see this guy put
Key
this.
word might have been, man.
See where the guy put this hole through this the side of his cheek.
That's fucked up bad, man. If he was gay and shit, I guess that'd be okay for his buddy, but I can't see it, man.
Now, this right here is a new type they're getting into. It's not real new. They did it for a long time. This is scar tattoo, where they actually remove pieces of your skin.
Oh, you're shitting me.
No, that was actually patches of her skin that was removed, and it'll heal over as a scar.
It's actually called scarring, right?
Scarring, yep.
This is actually a term. I've heard the term. Yeah. Oh my God. Man, that's fucked up. I don't care how you look at it, that is just fucked up. You know, like what happens when these people grow the fuck up or find their identity and don't think that they got to play this stupid dysfunctional fucking dissection of your body to become different kind of a game.
Well, to put that on your face, man, that is ridiculous.
Well, what happens when she's got kid? Well, she probably does,
There you
but
go.
by him,
By then, I'll just like a young lady, man.
evil, illegal spawn of Gene Simmons.
Yes, I'll tell you what. Now these people, this is everyday stuff nowadays, and I mean, I've come across people like this young man right here, man, and this guy's in the older class right here,
I just don't get it, man.
and
No, that's fucking serious retarded shit, man. That looks like some dude from like
like
General Zog from Krypton or something.
the Borg man or something like that, man. Just
Something,
like
man.
that.
A simulation is a fucking way of life. What they
More
used to say,
scarring. You know,
resistance is futile.
there's more scarring now. These people right here, they put this, this the scar would come out, you know, you know,
Still, man.
it would
Oh, they
actually.
heat those fuckers up and put them on your skin?
Now this branding, they do branding too.
Well, that's what I
Brand.
thought that was.
Nope, this is scarring. Scarring is when they actually remove the skin, piece of the skin, and it
Yeah.
grows back.
I think branding would be better, man.
Right here is more of a branding, I think. No.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it's a permanent thing. Maybe they. Oh, look at that sick motherfucker. Um, Dude looked like somebody laid eggs on his fucking head from the inside out.
Yeah, that was cute right there. Now,
Like I said, man, that motherfucker, you could drop him off in a cannibal town, man. And they'd be like, no, man, we do not want to fucking eat this motherfucker, man. We might, like, turn out like him somehow. And, you know, I mean, that's insanity. Drive a bus through his fucking earlobes, like I said. It's just ridiculous.
well, the bad thing about it is that was probably an attractive woman at one time.
Oh, that's a woman?
Yep,
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
look at her.
It still is androgynous, man. I mean, there's no fucking way you can hardly tell. The thing that gets me, what happens, let's say they're 50 or something, 60 years old. They have grandkids and shit. And they're like, we can't go to Grandma's house on Halloween because it's just fucking way too fucking serious, surreal, scary and shit, you know? I mean, what does she do when she decides she doesn't want to be a freak of fucking nature now anymore? I mean, especially with the scarring, man, you're fucked, you know? It's not like you can just bondo over your face and it's a face again.
Yeah.
You know, or your earlobes that have had fucking silver dollar size hold in the motherfucker for 20 years, all of a sudden they're going to go back together. I mean, I used to wear pierced earring. I don't wear it anymore, you know, but as far as my hold, it closed up, but that fucker was the size of a needle, man. It wasn't the size of a fucking semi-tire. I don't know, man. Kind of messed up.
Oh, there are people that actually take advantage of it. I mean, there's one guy, and I don't know where his picture's at now, but I saw earlier, and I had seen him actually in a video that was done by Lady Gaga. I think it was
Now
Born
that
This Way.
bitch, man, I mean, I like her though, man.
I do
I
like
do
Lady
her.
Gaga. I mean, she's an attractive,
I
talented
think I'd
woman.
like to see her go gaga over my Weenski, man, you know?
Dude, it's just rude. You know?
I am what I am. Hey, I
But
tell you what, that bitch ain't the super hottest. I mean, I guess being rich and famous makes her look a little hotter, but I do her, man. Yeah, I definitely do her. I like to do her in that shell that she got carried into that one Oscar thing or whatever, man. It had like a Pharaoh's queen. Just close that motherfucker up and just
well,
lay the serious wafu to the Gaga lady.
well, she started off her career as a lounge singer, man. She was actually a singer in a piano bar, like at a lounge.
I can see that.
And someone saw her singing there, man, and decided to turn her into Lady Gaga. You
The
know,
bitch has got some pipes, man. I mean, plus she's really free with her body and shit. She's got a lot of naked shit out there, man. She didn't look bad. She didn't look bad. I know she's with some committed thing now, going to get married. Maybe already has. I don't know. I remember reading about it here about a month or so ago, and she they put something on hold for a while, and then unhold and shit. You know, it's the standard Hollywood shit. But I would do her. I'd do her with her fucking fiance watching, man, if he'd let me. You know, because she's kind of. I bet she's really kinky, you know, and that to me makes her hotter. I think.
well, I've almost got to the point to where I just appreciate her being a fine, really talented woman.
And I don't believe she's all pierced the fuck out either.
No,
I mean,
really, she doesn't. She does have a couple tattoos here and there. I mean,
yeah, but not the clit with 75 needles through it and shit, and tits pierced with barbells and stuff. You know, the thing that gets me, man. I mean, you remember the days when we were a kid, and you get on a fucking phone, you call up somebody a prank call, and you'd be like, um, "Hey man, you got Prince Albert in the can, let the motherfucker out and shit." Now it's like, do you got Prince Albert through the dick? I mean, the motherfucker. I don't care, man. I put my dick through a lot of shit in 60 years, but putting a fucking rod through it, just I don't even know what the reason is, man. I mean, what possible thing of piercing your dick would make sense, man?
they call it self-expression, though.
Yeah, but it ain't like you're walking around with your dick sticking out so you can express it to the world that you're a fucking idiot.
When I was younger, man, self-expression was when I said I think you're a fucking asshole. That was self-expression.
Well, yeah, then what do you then? Shit, tattoo asshole on, or wear an asshole on a t-shirt or something.
That's right, man.
I mean, why in the fuck do you gotta pierce your dick?
It's a little bit different nowadays.
I wouldn't do that for somebody said $1 million. Well, I might for $1 million, but it takes them. It would come out as soon as the check cleared. You know, and think about it, man. What if it's out, man? What happens if like somehow you get a little front end blockage, man? Now you're pissing out each side of your dick.
I'll tell you what.
That'd be kind of cool for a porno movie, but it wouldn't work very good for anything else.
My poor little thing would suck itself up inside out, man. If someone come after it with a
You'd be the
fucking.
superhero. You'd be try urine.
And all
Can
things,
whiz on three motherfuckers at once. Try urine.
You know, as crazy as that sounds, that brings up the fact that I actually had
You tried
someone,
doing that, man?
I had them approach me with a penis scope. You know, I had a
Oh,
penis or
peniscope.
whatever.
That conjures up a lot of fucked up thoughts, man.
Did man, and do you think
Peniscope.
it brought a lot of thought ups with me when they mentioned the fact of
The lessest thing it conjures up for me is some kind of Levorus only for your dick. Peniscope on the dick, you know? No, that's more like peniscope in the dick.
I was all over this when the doctor told me. He says that we're going to have to take a look at that with a scope, and I said I'm not really comfortable, doc, with a scope going up my butt. You know, I'm a little partial about
Yeah,
what goes up there. You know,
well,
and
yeah.
my doc just looked at me and said it don't go in your butt. And I was like, no shit.
Yeah, it ain't called an anoscope.
That's called a penis scope. That process had me a little nervous for a
No,
moment.
no. You wonder, man, if they just changed the fitting in the name and they use the same motherfucker for everything. The larynxscope was the peniscope an hour ago.
Let's just change the head on this.
That's fucked up, man. Sad part, man. It might be true.
I just came up somebody's ass a half hour ago. I'm gonna run it down your nasal cavity right now.
And the motherfucker that has to clean it is probably
If it
minimum
smells
wage
worse,
minimum
smells
wage
worse.
mother. He's
If it
probably
smells,
minimum wage motherfucker, man. He's mad anyway, man. He's a fuck that piece of shit. That'll come off in their throat when he do the larynxscope thing in an hour and shit.
tell your face.
We
I'm
got
gonna
the
do a,
uteroscope coming up, you know. So
I'm gonna do a nasal scope on you, man. If it smells a
God,
little shitty, it's because I didn't give that kid his raise.
that's it, man. And they got two more peniscopes with a mouse scope between, you know. Turns into some perverted fucking medical sex porno thing, you know. Oh shit, that's hilarious, man. You know they do a lot of tattooing for good though. I mean, one of my ex-girlfriends, she's a professional cosmetic tattooist or whatever they call it, you know, and she literally will tattoo on an eyebrow because some women suffer from alopecia, you know, and they lose their eyebrows, and she's good at it, man. I give the broad credit. I mean, she's been scamming away, man. She's a great gal, man. She's a really sweet gal. Uh, she and it really and it's not a scam. I mean, literally. I mean, it pays well, pays real well. And the thing of it is, there ain't no second chances because you're tattooing a fucking eyebrow on somebody. You go the wrong way with it. It ain't like you can erase it and start over.
Well, they draw that stuff on there first, man. They're pretty good at it.
Well, a little bit. You draw the outline, man, but you still got to make that fucker look like an eyelash instead of a tattoo on your skin. And they do more than just that. I mean, there's augmenting. There's ladies that have had breast surgery. They lost their nipple. They lost their areola. You tattoo a fake areola and a fake looking nipple. I mean, you touch it, you know there ain't no nipple there, but unless you touch it, you won't know.
Excuse me.
She does that. I mean, she's really, a good public service. Excuse everybody from
Ah,
Marty's
yes,
serious weed cough moment there.
I was self-medicating because I was behind,
Yes, and now he's over medicated and ahead. He's been
over-medicated.
ahead though for 70 years, or not 70, since the 70s. Back in the day when it was okay to call yourself ahead. Now you do
Right,
it now, and somebody might think you call yourself a penis dick or something, man. Those terminologies have come and gone. They're not. They'll come back though. Everything's fucking cyclical. It doesn't matter what it is, man. We'll be talking about heads before long, and shit. I wonder if you ever like anybody's. I mean, I know some people that have had tattoos of dicks put on them and stuff.
Man, I've seen some good ones, man. I just thought it was really crazy. I wish I'd had a couple pictures like that. That would have been.
Well, I wouldn't want a tattoo of a dick on me, man.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
one
I
guy,
mean, I've seen dancers that had them on them and shit, and I've seen guys that had tattoos of bitches. One dude had it in his arm thing, man, where it looked like a lady's clamole, man, when he closed it up and opened it up and shit. It looked really, but it was kind of cool. It was a talking point, you know.
That's so cool. I saw this young Asian guy that had a dick that come alongside of his mouth, had the balls hanging underneath his ears.
You know, man, I was wondering. I know this is done. I know they do it with markers, but I just wonder if anybody's ever taken it to the next level and like rented some of their body space with like advertising tattoo or something. It's lifetime commitment, man. So, you know, you'd have to fucking get a whole lot of money from Sony or
I guarantee
Inks
it's
or
happened.
Us or something, you know.
I guarantee it's happened. If there's a possibility of it, it's happened.
The law of probability states that it should have happened, but you know, you got to wonder how dumb is that motherfucker that agrees to that?
I can guarantee that someone agreed to that. I
Yeah,
can
I
almost
can, I
guarantee.
can, I, you know, I can see the thing now though. The dude's like, I'm gonna get $10 million. Oh, well, that's a lot of money. But I'm gonna get $80 a week for 100 million weeks.
There
That's
you
really
go.
cool. That's really cool. I get my first payment today. All right. You know, my tattoo, I'll put it on tomorrow. You know, he puts the motherfucker on. He goes back the next week. Dude's out of business. This motherfucker's got a lifetime of looking at Eat at Joe's. Joe's in fucking Bahamas, man. You know, he did it to 20,000 other stupid motherfuckers. Got 1 day payment and left. I don't know, man. I just can't see it. I cannot fucking see it. And, you know, the sad part is that what makes a person think about wanting to augment their body in such a way to become an outcast just so they can be different. I don't. It's such a arcade concept to me. It just doesn't. I can't get next to it. I can't understand. I mean, I have two tattoos myself. I wish I did not have them. One I was about 13, there's a little cross right here, and one when I was about 18, right here, that basically was a cover up of a woman's name who remained nameless. And other than that, I thought about redoing them over the years and make them look better just for that purpose. But, you know, I just wish they weren't there, man. I mean, I'd like my body to be pristine and let it be God's landscape, you know? I mean, I heard something, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I heard that when you tattoo over something, that skin fails to breathe from that point. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't see how it could be, but I think I read it somewhere and I believe I heard it somewhere. So I don't, you
Well,
know.
no matter how you look at it, you're inducing some type of toxin that did not originally belong there. So
Yeah,
it doesn't.
where are they going, man? I mean, they're coloring the skin and all that. So, you know, that area, which, you know, if in fact
Uh,
it did cause it to decrease in getting oxygen or total loss of it, I don't know. Things like total loss would just fall off. But if it if it decreased it enough, I mean, that could cause premature aging and shit, you know. And think about it, man. You do some kind of shit when you're 20 and shit, especially women, and you know, now you're 60 and, you know, what used to be your boobs are now your fucking knees, you know, and the shit's all hanging down like a fucking Jabba the Hutt and shit. And, you know, that's not attractive, man. Not attractive. Well, listen, I was thinking about the hit it and quit it thing, man. I had a thing we talked about it a little bit back here about you know, which nut hangs lower, the left or the right one, man. And I'm betting that the left nut hangs lower, man. I mean, I could be wrong, you know, but I must say that in
I actually challenged you on that one, and I did receive information. No, it has a lot to do. Which one is lower is by which hand, if you're left or right-handed. That's what it said. But also,
no, man, that
now
should mean which way your dick favors because of playing with it and shit. If it
I
would,
would think that has something to do with how which direction you've been pulling that muscle. But and because it has something to do with which one drops first. You
oh,
know, and
really?
the right, and 85% of men, they say the right one is the one that drops first. and that is the one that hangs lowest, the first one that drops. And 85% of the men, they're just the right testicle will drop first. So, and that is scientific evidence through Wikipedia, man. I will put down it as my source of information. I looked that up.
Oh, well, shit, that's interesting. My left one hung lower, man. Does hang lower. I always thought that was a rule of thumb, man. I am left-handed. I don't know. Maybe it's
You're left-handed, man. That's what I
too
said.
many years of being aggressive, man, in moments of singleness.
Right.
I don't know, man.
What direction you was pulling that thing, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the fucked up part about shit like rubbing out shit stuff. You know, everybody does it. Nobody talks about it, man. They think like, ooh, you know, I
Cool.
can't talk, cannot talk about it, man, 'cause I'm the only one, man. You know, everything's got to be, you know, can you imagine though, man, if you were like married to somebody that, you know, it was like Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock, missionary style, till
Go.
8:08.
And
Yeah,
then
you have
wait
eight
a minute.
minutes to complete the mission.
I'm not gonna.
I'm watching the reruns of Laverne and Shirley right now. You know that's a real seriously fucking hot bitch, man.
I could get my schedule in right now. You know, I mean, I could set it.
Hey, still, man, I could make it work in 8 minutes if I had to, man. But it wouldn't be fun, man. You know, no, I like that thing to just happen and do its thing and be what it is, you know, and definitely let it work itself out, you know. But I still can't believe the nut thing, though, man. 85% right nut stuff, huh?
Yep.
Everybody write in and comment, man. Oh, guys, and let us know
Which
if your nut
hand you
hangs
are?
from the left or the right. We want to do our own poll.
We got to
So,
know what hand. What to say? I am right-handed, and it hangs low to the left or low to
yes,
the
we
right.
need to know what hand you favor and what nut hangs the lowest.
This is for our own poll because we're trying to
We
work
don't,
up a percentage of depends on which hand you had it in the most.
and if you feel extremely open about it, you can let us know frequency of rubbing one out so we can determine whether or not that the dude that doesn't rub it out as much maybe might not necessarily hang on the left more than the right. It's all strategic. This is a fucking medical question, man.
I think it's a matter of puberty at the time. Actually, I don't think it's really going to matter, man. No.
Well, you know, it could, man. I mean, muscles favor usage. You know how that goes.
But we will put these numbers together and let you know in a future podcast what we came up with.
Something else that we was talking about, man, is like when it gets cold and how the nutsack thickens up about 97 times and shit to protect the nuts.
It doesn't act.
I always
No,
thought that was because the balls got cold and shit. You said it's
no.
just the opposite, man.
Well, it isn't. Well, and what it does, it regulates the body, man. It's got the spermatic cord. You know,
Yeah, that's the
the
thing that your
thing.
nuts, the hose your nuts hooked to.
Yeah, they hang outside, man, in order to regulate the temperature because they don't make sperm if they get up to body temperature. They got to be below body temperature. You
Yeah,
know,
free hanging too, man. That's why they tell you to wear boxers and shit when you want to get pregnant.
it's got a
When to
uh,
pregnate someone
the,
rather.
the cord is tightened by what's called the cremastic muscle, and it contracts and pulls it tighter, and the cord gets shorter, what pulls it
Cremastic, huh?
closer. Yeah,
That's kind of a choice name for the muscle that helps the sperm thing, the cremastic.
it's the cremastic
The
muscle.
elastic cremastic muscle, yes. Did
But
you know? Did you know that, man? I know we probably have more, man, but you know that a dude's got two vaginas in each nutsack area?
it does, man.
Yeah,
I
I know it
was
sucks,
looking at
man, to
that
think about that.
breakdown, man.
Well, it's because you got what's called a process vaginalis and a tunica vaginalis in each side, and they're independent. You know, they're totally sealed off from the other side.
That's gonna
And,
really
and
fuck with. That's gonna fuck with them homophobics, knowing that they got two vaginas, man.
four, two on each side of the nut.
That's right, four vaginas, man.
Yes.
How do you feel
And
about
you have to
that,
be
man?
that's where you have to literally be comfortable in your own motherfucking skin, Jack. But the thing is, what it's for is your body produces some shit called serous fluid. It's kind of amber in color. and it's to lubricate your nut so
Keeps them
that bitch
sliding.
doesn't turn into a post raisin.
Right. Keeps them moving around in there
Keeps
all
well,
free.
it doesn't necessarily keep it from moving around. It just keeps that bitch lubricated. You know that motherfucker's in there for 80 years or 90 years and shit. It'd be a fucking serious raisin.
It would drive.
So, but one secretes and the other gets rid of the fluid. In fact, if you have a malfunction, well, you better hope it's in to get rid of, even though that sounds fucked up. Because if you have a malfunction in the secretion of it, you're on your way to Raisin City. And but if you have a problem with getting rid of the fluid, it's called a hydrocele, like Hydrocele. And only one side, unless you have a problem on both sides, only one side will fill up, and you have like a nutsack balloon, man. It's mostly in kids. I read up on it a while back, and it could be a pain in the nut, literally. I mean, you know, if you get to the point where you got 6 gallons of, well, it wouldn't be that much, but let's say you got a quart of fucking serous fluid in a 3/4 quart area. Now your ball's gonna feel like you're 20,000 leagues under the sea, man, and shit. You know, your nut pressure would increase, and it'd be painful, man.
Well,
I don't know what they do. I guess temporarily, man, you might be able to.
let's hope nobody's nut pressure increases here at this time. You
Well,
know,
yeah, we're not advocating nut pressure for augmentation purposes or anything, but
but
we
but
actually went a little ways on the hit it and quit it, but we did it with a purpose because it was a very sensitive area, and somehow it morphed itself into
the
vaginalis
last thing I
issues.
wanted to add into it though, man, is that the cremastic reflux is part of that muscle, which is an automatic. It does it all by itself. We have no control of it, but it also
In the
will
nutsack?
in the nutsack. It will also retract the testicles if you're in a fight and the testicles believe they're in danger. So if they
Well,
think
that's a good
someone's gonna
fucking thing, man.
if they think someone's gonna kick them in the nuts, they're gonna pull themselves up tight.
Yeah, I can just see that. I can see them talking to each other, man. They're like, "Hey, man, Dad just saw that bitch that he ran out on that last date that didn't go well and shit, man. She's coming over here, man, and she looks like she's wearing pointy ass shoes, motherfucker. Retraction,
Pull that bitch up.
like little motherfucking what are those little fuckers, man? Autobots or whatever, man. It's like, retraction. You know? And motherfucker go in.
That's for retract.
Hey, man, that reminds me of a joke I made up a long time ago, man. These two nuts ran into a bar. Left one looked to the right one, said, "Man, that fucking hurts."
Ow.
Think about it.
Wrong,
But
man.
I got a million of them. I'll be here all week, all night, all podcasts, whatever. Well, man, you know, we violated our rule again. We didn't say anything about subscribe and comment and all that shit. We might say comment, I don't know. But you guys know to do it. You subscribe on the front of this son of a gun. See, I can say stuff without saying son of a bitch, although I felt weird saying it. But
Labored. I thought, and I could tell it was hard for you,
it
man.
was hard, man.
But, but
Marty's been trying to tell me to curb my cursing and such, but I
any,
love to fucking swear.
anything you can say to us, man, we would appreciate it. Left, good, right, bad. We don't, just throw it out there, man, and we will use what we can from it, and we will thank those who help us.
Yes, because we're fucking retarded and we need help.
we want to cover something relevant to you as relevant to everything is to us, and right now, just about everything is relative to us. You know.
Yeah, some shit that probably isn't even relative to the word relative, but and you get that Bazinski on, it makes shit that doesn't seem like it's worth talking about become a quest.
You see that one thing and said, man, did you see that bagel on that guy's head? That's what started this whole thing for me. I saw a guy they called a bagel head. And
I wonder why.
they inject fluid in, make a big old lump on your head, and then shove their thumb down it and hold it to where it looks like you got a bagel sitting on your forehead, underneath your skin.
That's fucking weird, man.
And then
You know,
I'm like, really?
It's
Sweet
like
potato.
dickhead, man. Can you imagine a guy had say a dick on his head? You know, it's weird, man. I worked for a dude years ago called Dick Payne. Yeah, P-A-N-E, man. Delivered fuel oil for that motherfucker, man. He wasn't paying any ass, so he should have been called Ass Payne, but yeah, Dick Payne, man.
We had a customer named Richard, uh, Richard Whiskey, and Raj just called him Dick Liquor for short.
Dick liquor. Yeah,
Your
I get
whiskey.
that, man. Got one quick joke for you. What do they call guys that have sex with Castro?
What?
I made this up, man. Infidel.
Oh man.
It's a good one, ain't it, man? Hey, on that fucking note, this is another completed project of two guys talking. You all have a great fucking day, and we will talk to you real soon in the next one.